Imagine launching a 450-foot homer, then stepping onto the mound to strike out three straight batters with a 100-mile-per-hour heater. Sounds like a video game, right? But this isn't MLB The Show. This is real life. This is Shohei Ohtani, the most fascinating figure in baseball today. Let's uncover how this real-life superhero has changed the game forever. The star pitcher, the star hitter, the superstar, baseball player, Ohtani, obliterated. That man is just built different. Whatever we use to describe Ohtani, we're not doing him justice. So picture this, launching a 450-foot bomb, then taking the mound to strike out the side with a 100-mile-per-hour heat. No, we're not talking about MLB The Show. It's the most interesting man in baseball, Shohei Ohtani. Let's take a look at how this real-life superhero changed baseball forever. Not since the days of Babe Ruth has a player dominated both as a pitcher and a hitter at the highest level. His unique abilities have captivated fans across the globe and challenged traditional notions of player specialization. The Japanese phenom's journey to MLB stardom is a tale of innovation, but we'll dive beyond Ohtani's on-field heroics. We'll take a look at his humble beginnings in Mizusawa to his record-shattering $700 million contract with the Dodgers. Ohtani's path is filled with fascinating details and unexpected twists. So how did this two-way wonder develop his extraordinary skills? What drives him to excel in ways others thought impossible? And how is he reshaping the future of America's pastime? So to understand how Shohei Ohtani became baseball's most intriguing player, we need to go back to where it all began. His journey to MLB stardom started in Mizusawa, Japan, where he was born on July 5, 1994. The roots of Ohtani's exceptional talent can be traced back to his parents, Kyoko and Toru. Both were athletes in their own right, with Kyoko playing amateur badminton and Toru competing baseball at the industrial league level. This athletic lineage would prove crucial in nurturing Ohtani's natural abilities. From a young age, Ohtani was immersed in sports. His mother introduced him to badminton courts, where he showed early promise handling sports equipment. And it wasn't just baseball that captured young Ohtani's attention. He was an active child, participating in various sports, including swimming from kindergarten through 5th grade. His father, Toru, played a pivotal role in his baseball development. After a shoulder injury ended his own playing career, Toru channeled his passion for the sport into coaching his son. He took charge of Ohtani's teams from elementary through junior high school. But one unique aspect of Ohtani's training was the notebook that his father maintained. This wasn't just any ordinary training log. It was a tool for developing Ohtani's analytical skill and independence. Toru and Shohei would exchange comments about his game's performances and practices, encouraging the young player to critically assess his own play and make necessary adjustments. The notebook actually contained repeated messages from Toru, emphasizing core principles. Be loud and energetic. Give it your all when playing catch in practice, and run all out. These mantras weren't just about baseball skills, but they were actually about building a strong work ethic that would serve Ohtani throughout the rest of his career. And signs of Ohtani's exceptional talent emerged early on. Playing for the Mizusawa Little League team, he was already turning heads with his ability to hit home, runs into the river, and pitch with incredible velocity and movement. By high school, Ohtani was throwing in the mid-90s, and at just 17 years old, he hit the 99 miles per hour mark on the radar gun. This velocity caught the attention of MLB scouts, who began to take notice of the young phenom. And initially, Ohtani considered skipping the Japanese draft to go straight into the major leagues, a move that would have been unprecedented for a Japanese high school player. But fate had other plans. The Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters saw Ohtani's potential and made him a compelling offer. They promised to let him pursue his dream of being a two-way player, something that set them apart from any other team. This opportunity to develop both his pitching and hitting skills in Japan would prove crucial in shaping Ohtani into the versatile player he is today. These years, these formative years, were marked by a combination of natural talent, parental influence, and innovative training methods. And that decision to stay in Japan and hone his skills as both a pitcher and hitter, it laid the groundwork for his future success in Major League Baseball. The secret to doing something that no one else has ever done in Major League Baseball lies not just in natural talent, but in a training regimen that borders on the superhuman. While many players focus on either pitching or hitting, Ohtani has mastered both through a meticulous approach that leaves teammates and opponents in awe. At the core of Ohtani's physical conditioning is a commitment to perfection in every repetition. Dodgers' Chris Taylor observed, and this level of concentration isn't limited to a single aspect of his training. Whether he's taking dry swings in the batting cage or working on sprints in the outfield, Ohtani approaches each movement as if he's in a live game situation. So of course, it's not just the physical aspects that set Ohtani apart. It's his mental preparation that is equally impressive. Taylor noted, this technique allows Ohtani to mentally rehearse various game scenarios, preparing him for the pressures of competition. Balancing the demands of pitching and hitting is a challenge that could honestly overwhelm most players. But Ohtani himself, he found a way to seamlessly integrate both roles into his daily routine. During his time in Japan, he'd often pitch for the farm team during the day and hit for the top team at night. This dual approach, it carried over to his MLB career, where he combines bullpen sessions with batting practice. And of course, this all extends beyond the diamond too. He's overhauled his diet, eliminating sugar and switching from white rice to brown rice. Quote, so this focus on nutrition, combined with an intense weight training program, yielded incredible, remarkable results. In 2016, Ohtani broke his own Nippon professional baseball speed record with a 102.5-mile-per-hour fastball.
He strikes out swinging here against Ohtani and 102.
And the influence of Japanese baseball culture on Ohtani's work cannot be overstated. And listen, I made an earlier video on Shota Imanaga and how Japanese baseball culture shaped his path to the major leagues. So go check that out. And if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Japanese baseball culture is known for its disciplined approach and emphasis on repetition. And it has shaped Ohtani's relentless pursuit of improvement. Each offseason, he returns with new skills, improved performance metrics, all as a result of countless hours spent refining his mechanics and studying the game. Remember that notebook that Ohtani and his father shared during his childhood? It wasn't just a record of achievements. It was a tool for critical analysis and constant improvement. And this early emphasis of self-reflection and adjustment, it became a cornerstone of Ohtani's training philosophy. His success as a two-way player breaks all conventional wisdom, and it offers a glimpse into the future of player development for Major League Baseball. With all this success, Shohei Ohtani's rise to MLB stardom wasn't a straight path after his impressive high school career. Many expected him to jump directly to the big leagues. But as you already know, the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters saw something special in the young female and convinced Ohtani to stay in Japan, arguing that this route had helped other Japanese players succeed in Major League Baseball. It was a gamble that paid off both for Ohtani and the fighters. During this time in the NPB, Ohtani's talents blossomed. His rookie season was not statistically outstanding. He showcased his potential as a two-way player, though. He batted .238 and posted a .423 ERA, numbers that hinted at the greatness to come. As Ohtani developed, his performances became increasingly dominant. In 2016, he led the league with a .186 ERA, while also slugging 22 home runs. This insane season earned him the NPB Pacific League's Best Pitcher and Best Designated Hitter awards, a combination that foreshadowed his future MLB success. When Ohtani finally made the leap to Major League Baseball in 2017, expectations were sky high. All 30 MLB teams courted the Japanese star, but it was the Los Angeles Angels who won the Ohtani sweepstakes. Their willingness to let him continue as both a pitcher and a hitter was a key factor in his decision. But of course, transitioning to Major League Baseball brought new challenges for Ohtani. For one, cultural adjustments, and two, adapting to a higher level of competition. Then in 2019, a significant setback. The worst-case scenario for any pitcher came in the form of Tommy John surgery on his right elbow. He's going to leave this game as far as pitching is concerned. But despite these obstacles, Ohtani's impact on Major League Baseball was immediate. In his rookie season, He claimed the AL Rookie of the Year award, hitting 22 bombs and maintaining a .331 ERA as a starting pitcher. And these historical achievements were just starting. In 2021, he made history by being named an All-Star both as a pitcher and as a hitter. He also became the first player in Major League Baseball to hit both 10-plus home runs and pitch 20-plus innings in the same season, a feat that seemed impossible in the modern era of specialization. And as Ohtani's star rose, so did his dollar value. In December 2023, he signed a historic 10-year, $700 million contract with the LA Dodgers. Ohtani's move to the Dodgers marked a new chapter in his major league journey. Joining a lineup that already included MVPs like Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, this arrival created one of the most formidable batting orders in MLB history. Throughout his career, from his early days with the Fighters to his record-breaking contract with the Dodgers, Ohtani has consistently broken the mold of what's possible in baseball. Let's rewind a moment to talk about this 10-year, $700 million contract. The numbers only tell part of the story. What makes this contract truly unique and revolutionary? At first glance, yes, the size of the deal is mind-boggling. $700 million over a decade makes it the largest contract in MLB history by a wide margin. But the true genius of the agreement lies in its structure. In an unprecedented move, $680 million of the total payout is deferred until after the completion of the contract. This means Ohtani will earn just $2 million in annual salary through 2033. The deferrals, which total $680 million, will begin in 2034 and carry through 2043. This means in 2034, Ohtani will receive $68 million per year from the Dodgers ending in 2043. But why in hell would a player of Ohtani's caliber agree to such a payment structure? And the answer lies in the complex world of MLB's competitive balance tax, also known as CBT. So by deferring the bulk of his earnings, Ohtani's annual CBT figure is estimated to be around $46 million. So for 2024, the CBT is $237 million, and with the structure of this deal, the Dodgers at the time were under the CBT threshold. So this clever arrangement allows the Dodgers to continue building a powerhouse team around stars like Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, and Fred Freeman, while avoiding steeper tax penalties. And with this contract, the most interesting man in baseball strikes again. Nez Balelo, Ohtani's agent, shed light on the player's mindset behind this decision. Quote, "Everything he does is unique and impeccably well thought out. Who in their right mind gets to this level and decides he wants to help the team and the city compete above all else and basically says, I don't need it. Nobody does that. But there's nobody like him. This is the epitome of thinking about others, of pure intentions. And while the deferred payments might raise some eyebrows, let's not be remiss. Ohtani's financial future remains secure. His endorsement earnings in 2024 are an estimated $65 million. Second on that list, Bryce Harper was $6 million, a full $58 million less. It's safe to say this off-the-field income is going to help offset the deferred salary. And for those of you who like contract talk, here's some more. He will receive a personal suite for all regular season and postseason games, a benefit rarely seen in MLB contracts. Also, he has an opt-out clause tied to changes in the Dodgers front office leadership. And perhaps most telling, Ohtani's contract includes a commitment to donate up to 1% of his earnings to a Dodgers charity. People lost their minds over this contract, but as the baseball world grapples with the implications of this historic deal, one thing is clear. Shohei Ohtani continues to reshape the sport in ways few could have imagined. The 700 million man isn't just changing the game on the field. He's revolutionizing the business of baseball itself. But it hasn't been just sunshine and rainbows. A shocking off-the-field scandal threatened to overshadow his historic contract and remarkable achievements. In March 2024, news broke that Ohtani's longtime interpreter, Ippei Mizuhara, had been fired by the LA Dodgers amid allegations of illegally gambling and theft. Los Angeles Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani and the alleged gambling scandal involving his interpreter. Ohtani denied ever placing any bets on sporting events. How could someone so close to baseball's biggest star be this deep in a controversy. The story that unfolded was complex and it was wild. Mizuhara, who had been by Ohtani's side since his major league debut, was accused of stealing more than $16 million from the Japanese superstar to pay off gambling debts. The Department of Justice and IRS launched a criminal investigation into Mizuhara and his alleged bookmaker, Matthew Boyer. Initially, Mizuhara claimed that Ohtani had willingly paid off his gambling debts, but the story quickly, and I mean quickly, unwrapped. In a statement through his attorneys, Ohtani denied any knowledge or involvement. Quote, "In the course of responding to recent media inquiries, we discovered that Shohei has been the victim of a massive theft, and we are turning the matter over to authorities," Ohtani's lawyer stated. According to reports, Mizuhara's gambling debts had reached $4 million by early 2023, and in a desperate attempt to cover these losses, he allegedly orchestrated a series of wire transfers from Shohei Ohtani's accounts. Mizuhara claimed there were as many as 9 transactions, each worth $500,000, made over several months. As the scandal unfolded, questions arose about how such large sums could be transferred without Ohtani's knowledge. The language barrier and Mizuhara's role as a trusted intermediary may have played a part. Ohtani, known for his focus on baseball and relatively simple lifestyle, may not have been closely monitoring his finances. The Dodgers organization acted swiftly once the allegations came to light. During a team meeting, owner Mark Walter informed players about the situation. Mizuhara reportedly admitted to a gambling addiction, leading to his immediate termination. For Ohtani, the scandal was a personal betrayal and a potential threat to his carefully cultivated image. In a press conference, he expressed his shock and sadness over the situation, firmly denying any involvement in sports betting. "I never bet on baseball or any other sports, or never asked somebody to do it on my behalf, and I have never went through a bookmaker to bet on sports," Ohtani stated. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred emphasized the importance of verifying Ohtani's statements to assure fans about the integrity of the game. The league, still sensitive to past gambling scandals, was keen to demonstrate its commitment to maintaining a clean sport. In April 2024, federal prosecutors formally charged Mizuhara with bank fraud. He surrendered to authorities and was released on a $25,000 bond, marking a new chapter in this ongoing saga. As the legal process unfolds, the baseball world watches closely. We know Ohtani as the dominant two-way player on the field, but this scandal made us wonder, what is his off-the-field life like? How does the most sought-after baseball player spend his time when he's not launching home runs or striking out batters? Contrary to what one might expect from a $700 million athlete, Ohtani leads a surprisingly modest lifestyle. During his time with the Nippon Ham Fighters in Japan, he chose to live in a team dormitory rather than splurge on luxurious accommodations. And this approach carried over to his MLB career. But his impact extends beyond the baseball diamond. Of course, he's embraced his role as a global ambassador for baseball and uses his platform to give back to communities in need. In November 2023, Ohtani donated 60,000 baseball gloves to elementary schools across Japan. And following a series of earthquakes on Japan's western coast in January 2024, Ohtani stepped up again, contributing $1 million to relief efforts. These charitable acts have only enhanced Ohtani's status as a role model, and those who know him describe him as a player who remains humble and respectful despite his immense talents. He recently signed a 10-year, $700 million deal with the Los Angeles Dodgers, making it the most lucrative contract in sports history. He beat out the previous MLB record holder, Mike Trout, who signed a $430 million 12-year contract in 2019. Players are going to continue to get higher and higher contracts as the revenue that teams can generate through these players rise, said Victor Matheson, a professor at College of the Holy Cross and an expert on sports economics. That high payout is a testament to Ohtani, who has been dubbed a once-in-a-generation talent for his skill as both a pitcher and hitter. It's also a testament to the MLB's absence of a salary cap. However, Ohtani won't get that money all at once. A report from The Athletic out this week revealed that the baseball player will defer $68 million of his $70 million annual salary throughout those 10 years. This means that he will be getting $2 million a year to play for the Dodgers, or $20 million from 2024 to 2033. He will then get his deferred money without interest from 2034 to 2038, 2043. He is truly an inspiration to young athletes around the world. Oh, and just as a fun side note, in 2022, MLB adopted the Ohtani rule, allowing a player to remain as the DH after being relieved as a pitcher. It's forcing the sport to evolve with the two-way player phenomenon known as Shohei Ohtani. As Shohei Ohtani continues to dazzle fans with his two-way prowess, the baseball world ponders a profound question. How will this success continue to reshape the sport's future? I know I'm excited to find out. If you like this content, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. If you found Ohtani's journey as inspiring as we did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories about the legends reshaping the game. Stay tuned for more awesome baseball content right here.